Hey everyone, welcome to Bookmas Day 2. What? I filmed another video that I might put up. It might be a double day. 2 for 2. Why am I talking like this? Am I Gina from Brooklyn Nine-Nine? I kind of am, so. I thought it'd be fun if I reacted to top 100 books of the year, New York Times top 100 books of the year, because that sounds fun to me. So yeah. Fiction and poetry. Let's get started. This is the website. Oh. See it? Yes. Okay. Fiction and poetry. All Our Names by Dinhwa Mengestu. Knopf Publishing, $25.95. With great sadness and much hard truth, Mengestu's novel looks at the relationship of shared dependencies between a Midwestern social worker and a bereft African immigrant. So basically just the same thing as the Hunger Games. All Our Names equals the Hunger Games. So it even rhymes. So there's that. $25 seems like a lot of money for that. Next, All the Birds, Singing by Evie Wild. Pantheon Publishing, $24.95. Wild's emotionally wrenching novel traces a solitary sheep farmer's attempt to outrun her past on a remote British island. So, that sounds exactly like a dream I once had. Also, $24.95. Again, that's a lot of money. All the Light We Cannot See. I've heard of this one. By Anthony Doerr. Scribner, $27. Why is it more expensive? Why is it gaining in price? The past of a blind French girl and an orphan German boy converge in this novel set around the time of World War II. So, a book that'll definitely make you cry. So that's good. American Interventions by Rivka Galchin. Farrar, Straus, and Garreau Publishing, $24. Okay, a little bit better. Most of these stories offer variations on a particular sort of woman in her 30s, urban and emotionally adrift. So, how I plan to be in my 30s. So that'll be good. It'll be like a glimpse into my future. The Assassination of Margaret Thatcher. Stories, period. By Hilary Mantel. I know who Hilary Mantel is. I have her book, Bring Up the Bodies. This obviously has to do with Margaret Thatcher. So, I know people hate her, but I know that Meryl Streep played her. The Ballad of a Small Player by Lawrence Osborne. An Osborne's feverish novel. I love a feverish novel. I love anything that could potentially give me a disease. The playing is done on the gambling tables of Macau by a tortured embezzler on the run. Sounds like a show on TNT. Bark! Stories by Lori Moore. I've heard of Lori Moore. So, the uncrowded format of Moore's first collection in 16 years allows each story the chance it deserves for leisurely appreciation and lets the reader savor just what makes her work unique. So that book of short stories is the same age as a junior in high school. So, will the humor be the same as a junior in high school, I ask? Probably not. The Blazing World by Siri Husvit. Simon Schuster, $26. Multifaceted novel, ingrained sexism, career, reputation, blighted, art, establishment. Now I want you to piece that together and guess what the book is about. The Bone Clocks by David Mitchell. I know what that is, and I also know that it's not my David Mitchell, the love of my life, who is a British comedian, so I don't care. Moving on. The Book of Strange New Things by Michael Faber. I've also heard of this. Hogarth, $28. Faber is a master of the weird. His defiantly unclassifiable novel, A Pastor from Earth, is picked to satisfy an alien's planet's mysterious yen for religious instruction. Cool. Okay, The Book of Unknown Americans by CRISTINA HENRÍQUEZ. I failed Spanish. I didn't, but I was close. I made a C in Spanish, so just, I'm sorry. Latino immigrant characters face the challenges of assimilating. That probably would be pretty good. Boy Snowbird by Helen, not even going to pretend to pronounce it, Riverhead, $27.95. Taking Snow White as a cultural touchstone, this novel offers up a cautionary tale on a post-race ideology, racial limbos, and political passing. My kind of Snow White retelling. Definitely what I want to read. Seriously though, that's actually sounds pretty good. A Brief History of Seven Killings by Marlon James. I'd read that book just because his last name is Marlon, and that's pretty great. Revolving around the assassination attempt on Bob Marley in Marlon James Bob Marley. Wow. In 1976, I didn't even know someone tried to assassinate Bob Marley. What did he do? Was he chill about it, or was he not? Can't and Won't by Lydia Davis. In Davis's stories, the mundane and the fathomless appear together on the same street. Isn't that every collection of short stories? The Cold Song by Lynn Ullman, translated by Barbara J. Havland. Hey, this is $59.95. $15.95. Almost all of guilt-ridden Norwegian families set in motion by Nanny's murder. Wow, they got exactly what happened to my family if we were Norwegian. Department of Speculation. I like the name of that. That's the name of my memoir. I'm just doing a lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine jokes today. By Jenny Ophil. Building its story from fragments, observation, meditations, and different points of view, Ophil's cannily paced second novel charts the course of a marriage. Okay, I'm going to move a little bit faster now. This is going to take forever otherwise. F. Full stop. By Daniel Kelman. Translated by Carol Brown Janway. Deserted by their enigmatic father, three brothers struggle with a life in Kelman's sly tragicomedy. What is a tragicomedy? I know what it is, but why did they make up a word? Why didn't they say tragic comedy? I feel like that's harder to say than tragicomedy. Just saying. 4th of July Creek by Smith Henderson. That would be Smith Henderson would be the name of someone who wrote a book called 4th of July Creek. A Girl is a Half-Formed Thing by Amir McBride. I know about this book, and I like how the description is an Irish writer's odd, energetic first novel. That's it. Like, there's literally nothing else there. Weird. Let's see here. Nora Webster by Colum Tobin. Tobin's Luminous. Every book is luminous. Did a wizard put the Lumos spell in all these books? The Playing Guest by Sarah Waters. I know about Sarah Waters. I've not read her, but I know about her. Hard Times, Forbidden Love, Murder, and Justice are the themes of this nevertheless comic novel set in London after World War I. Actually, that sounds pretty good. All these sound good. I'm just, jokes, guys. Nonfiction. Okay, American Mirror. I literally have not read a single one of these yet, so this is fun. American Mirror, The Life and Art of Norman Rockwell, or as my mother calls him, that painter. She doesn't actually. I just decided to say that. Elephant Company, the inspiring story of an unlikely hero and the animals who helped him save the lives in World War II. I want to say that 98% of the books on this list have to do with World War II. Napoleon: A Life. That's a $45 book, guys. Napoleon: A Life by Andrew Roberts. Viking, $45. Okay, well, how many stars would I give that? I would give that a 4-star rating on that article list of New York Times notable books of the year. Didn't read a single one of them, but, that's the way I like to do things. So, I'm going to leave now. Hope you have a wonderful day.